Right. This is to YouTube, because obviously I record these and I put them up on YouTube afterwards. This is Deep in the Den, episode, what is this, 6, 7? I don't fucking know, it's one of them. With DrSkxl. We're about to head straight over now, we're going to switch scenes. But yeah, this is DrSkxl. We're going to be talking a lot about business, a lot about the SKL brand. If you're interested in that, stick around. It's going to be good. Make sure you subscribe, hit the follow button. If you're on Twitch and you have Twitch Prime, use the Twitch Prime because it gives me free money. It's very, very pog. Right. Kofi, unmute yourself.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
It's going good. It's going good. Better now that I can see you, obviously.
Of course, Dan.
And I just want to say before I didn't want to say this in the pre-show because, you know, but I just want to say this real. You've lost so much weight. You're looking good, my man. You're
Thank
looking
you.
very good, very fucking good. Right. First question: who is Kofi?
Me.
Yep, nice. We've heard that joke before. Do you want to elaborate, or you're just going to be a prick?
I am Kofi. I am the founder and CEO of SKL brand, and sometimes I moderate on this place called Twitch.
.tv/Power Streams.
That part, what you said.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I run sort of my own business, I guess you could call it.
It is a business, yeah.
Yeah, I promote music and I have a magazine and I do stuff. Yeah.
So you briefly mentioned your business, SKL.
Yeah.
Tell me a bit about that, brief. But don't
Brief.
go into detail. We'll go into detail later on. But briefly, what is the brand? What does it stand for? What's it for? What do you bring to the table?
Okay, so SKL is all about success, kinship, and legacy. We
Fuck yeah.
promote music, artists, streamers, anything we can to help build audiences for underground creatives that may not have the know-how to promote themselves. In brief.
That's brief. Okay, right. So, what sort of things have you got going on at the moment? What's your little baby that you're sort of cradling at the moment?
Currently, the magazine, we just released our first issue on the 25th of January. If you haven't read it, go check out the link in my Instagram bio or Facebook bio.
I would say one of the mods put a link, but you know.
But I am the mod.
He is the mod. We'll put the links in afterwards, and they will be underneath in the YouTube channel, in the YouTube video anyway. But yeah. So what's this magazine entail? What's in this magazine?
So I have a team of writers I work alongside. They write articles about musicians and artists and all different types of creatives, and then I edit it down into a digital magazine that you can subscribe to. Comes out once a month, completely free at the moment. Also, any people looking to advertise, hit me up. But yeah, we basically just try and review people's music. We promote people's artwork and just try and get new eyes onto other people's work.
Absolutely.
Our magazine, yeah.
I read the first thing as soon as it came out because I was messaging Kofi for like days beforehand. I was like, how excited! Because like, I don't know. This may sound very weird, right? But I've not read a magazine since I was about 8, and I have very vivid memories of like every single time I'd go on holiday, I'd get a magazine and I'd be on the plane, excited, and then I'd open it. It was a poster. I don't know what correlation that is. That's just a good memory that I relate to magazines.
You know what? I also haven't read a magazine since I was about 8.
Did you read your own?
Next question.
Moving on. But I did read this magazine, and it's colourful, it's bright, it's really well designed. Obviously, it featured me, so it's one of the best magazines I've ever read in my entire existence. But it is a really good magazine. It's really well put together. You can see Kofi put a lot of fucking work into it, especially the writers as well. there's so much stuff in there, and it is worth a read. Like I said, it's free right now anyway. Until when?
Um, April,
April, and then it will be $3.99. Yeah.
something like that. I haven't
Something
worked
like
out yet. We'll
Or
figure out when we
it
get
might
there.
be $3.99, might be £55. You know, all proceeds go to twitch.tv/patch
knows?
streams. So all the money goes towards gifted subs to the channel. So it's fine. Just
Very true. Very true.
absolutely. So you said that you promote music, new music, in well, not just in your magazine, but all over your social medias. What sort of music are you looking for? Besides, like, I don't want the answer. Oh, just underground stuff. What sort of music fits your business style?
Okay, so mostly we promote. Well, currently we've mostly been promoting underground hip hop, R&B, and a little bit of indie rock, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
That's what we've mainly been focusing on, just because I feel like that section of music is less. It's not as easy to get where you want to be in that area. Whereas pop music, you just do popular things and you're sorted, in my opinion. And
Pretty much, yeah.
like things like country music is very niche anyway. So if you put out country music, you're probably going to get listens quite easily. So I think because hip hop and rock are sort of oversaturated in a way, I guess you could say. It's a lot harder to get your face and get music out there. So I think focusing on those two genres is very key to our business.
That's very so. Let's say, right, I'm a young man. I'm 21 years of age. 21 years young.
You are
I get a mic. And I just start spitting hard bars into the mic. How would I go about being promoted on your page? Or better yet, here's an even better question: how would I go about joining the Skull brand as like an artist?
okay. So currently we accept submissions. We have a specific email that we accept submissions to get your music featured on our playlist, and any music featured on our playlist will also be considered for an up next review, which is a review we do on our page, and also we will, if we enjoy your music, we'll send you a message to potentially do a mic check.
I was about to bring that up. Yep.
Which is so partially a freestyle, partially a cover platform, depending on what type of music you do. If you're a rapper, do a freestyle. If you're a pop singer or a rock singer, do a cover, and we'll post it on our page and promote it as best as we can.
Obviously, the latest mic check featuring JJ, May J Baby, just popped up in chat there.
Yeah, we're getting that out tomorrow at 3:00, so tune in for that.
Yes.
In terms of getting featured as a SKL artist, we're still working on an official process of doing it. Currently, my only artist that I would consider an SKL artist is Mayj. As I've run all of his PR and all of his behind the scenes stuff. That's all my doing.
And obviously, if you were here from the first episode, he was the very first person we interviewed.
Yes, sir. Yes,
and
sir.
before JJ does get famous, right, I was the first person to interview him, full stop. So, do you know when you get famous, JJ? I want my name up in lights next to yours, right? Maybe a little bit higher than yours, yeah, but it's somewhere around it. Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll eventually be setting up like an official SKL record label where we'll be looking for artists to sign, and I have an idea also to do a sort of like, you know how you have apprenticeship programs for like different businesses. I want to set up sort of an apprenticeship program for music where we'll take on like a certain amount of artists every year and help them like discover how to promote their music properly, and then do that every year, sort of. and
So-
give everyone opportunities.
So what? Like going because I've known Kofi. A lot of you, I've known him from college, right? What from college? What has now led you to where you are today? Why now? Try and keep it PG. Just kidding. 18 plus podcast, boys. What has led you to doing what you do now? Because you used to be a little nitbag.
Yeah, I still am.
Shit.
Oh, I don't know. Basically, I left college. It's funny actually, because when I first came to college, I wanted to do music tech and IT, and I dropped out of both of those courses and ended up doing Spanish and media. And then the one I enjoyed the most was the one I had no intention of doing, which was media.
Yeah.
Shout out Pip Jones, sick teacher. Anyway, yeah, so sort of after college, I didn't really do anything for about a year and a half, 2 years. I was just sort of coasting.
He was a bum.
And then, pretty much, yeah. Then I sort of fell into graphic design somehow, and started doing that and making like different promotion for musicians and stuff like that, which then sort of led somehow into me setting up a business from it.
Yeah.
And sort of yeah, just sort of doing my own thing and winging it is that's kind of how I live my life.
I was this
Wing it
channel
up
was
to the best.
the first one that you not practice. Well, I suppose it was practiced on, wasn't it? Was this your first channel that you made stuff for?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Because I think the first you made the banners,
Yep.
like the so. Listen, yo, chat. That's what I'm saying. Everyone, yeah, starts here. Twitch.tv/past This is where success is bred.
This is
yeah?
where it's at.
This is where success is bred. Yes. But yeah, go on.
Go on.
Right, so we talked
It's your
about.
show.
It is my show. You are correct. The best show, best show on Twitch. There's people in chat saying "F that out." Yeah, how about you suck my balls? End of story. Right,
Yeah,
so,
Lloyd.
so we've had the magazine. The magazine again. If you're new now in chat coming in, the magazine is free. It's going to be once a month, obviously designed with Kofi's team. But going on from the team, I want to talk a little bit more about the team because you've got quite a few members in there right now. You may not know them all personally, but I want you as the big boss, yeah, the kingpin. I want you to tell me about your team.
Okay. Well, my team are all writers. They're all writers for SKL Underground, the magazine. We have Dave, who we recently featured on the MDM podcast. He's brilliant. He wrote in the last issue. He wrote about 8 pages to do with Save the Arts. It was impeccable. Like
Yeah.
it was amazing. So shout out Dave. Ollie, who sometimes is in chat as Up Till Dawn.
Yeah, he's a regular.
Yeah. He is a pretty decent writer as well. He recently did the interview with JR on our Instagram page for Next Up. I'm looking forward to seeing what he puts out in the next article. We have Dead Wrong Tom. What a guy! What a guy! This man has done pretty much every other Next Up article on our Instagram.
I wish my manager talked so highly about me like this.
What do you mean? I am your manager.
True, dude. True. Yeah, even still, you don't talk highly about it. You're like, yeah, Paz, he's just that little dickhead in the corner.
Yeah, I do when you're not around.
Oh.
But yeah, Dead Wrong has been amazing. He put out, I think, 3 different articles in our last issue, and he's working on quite a few more as well. His work rate's insane. My cousin Grace, she did an article for us on top tips to grow your Instagram and social media following.
I need to read those tips again.
You're telling me? So do I. Yeah, she's a social media influencer. She's got like 20k followers on Instagram or something like that, and yeah, we're hoping to do some fashion related articles with her for like upcoming fashion brands. So that should be interesting.
Nice.
Reese Shanahan, another great writer. He did an interview recently with Rithvik. He has another interview coming in the next article as well, in the next issue as well. Who am I missing? Craig Cherry. He's he's funny.
That's all you get.
Guy.
That's all you get with Cherry. He's just funny. Let's leave
He's
it
a
at
brilliant
that.
guy. He's a brilliant guy. He's a former Radio Cardiff host.
Yo, same.
Yeah, me too.
I actually am. I used to host a radio in my high school. Okay, Willow's Waves Radio.
Radio Cardiff.
Yeah, well, I was based in Cardiff, so it's basically
slightly
the same.
different.
We got Nush in you.
Yeah,
she's outing you, man. She said Kofi talks you up a lot, Paz. You talk me up a lot, yeah?
Shout out Nush. Actually, shout out the whole of 9 Lives, because we got big things coming with 9 Lives. But we'll get to that.
Alright, well, I'll chop that down.
I'm doing your job for you as well now, Paz.
You always do, man. You always do.
I think that's it. Oh, Hannah as well. Hannah did the Lee Hiss article. Brilliant writer. I've never met her before. She just popped up on my Twitter and was like, "Yo, I'll write an article for you." I was like, "Sick." Yeah, I think that's everyone. That's everyone covered.
So how does right? Here's a better question.
Actually, there's one more person. He's not a writer. That's why I forgot. Tyree. He's one of my graphic designers.
Nice.
He did a couple of pages of the magazine, and hopefully going to get him to do a couple more for the next one as well. Brilliant graphic designer, brilliant guy. Yeah.
Good shit. So, in a hang on, I'm having a stroke. Wait there. So in your team, let's say a new or hang on, you could completely wipe your team clean. Mm-hmm. And this is obviously no disrespect to your team already. They're fucking brilliant people. But what is your main attraction? Like, what's your main, like, first, if someone come up to you with these certain attributes, you'd be like, yes, I want them on the team.
Consistency.
Yeah.
And imagination. I like someone who's very, very consistent. Like, I can just message them, tell them what needs to be done, they'll do it, get it sent over, bam, sorted. And then I also like people that'll just do shit off their own back. Like, they'll just come up on my screen and be like, "Yo, I've written this article, here you go, have fun." Those are the main qualities I look for, because it's difficult otherwise.
Well, yeah, pretty much. You need someone who's going to be consistent. You don't want someone,
Yeah.
You also need someone who's passionate about, writing. Even if you can have someone that's passionate about music and underground tracks. You can also, I don't know if this is going to be your style in the future, but you could have someone passionate about animals.
Yeah.
Hire me. I'm passionate about animals, dude.
It's just a ploy for you to get on the team.
Absolutely. This was all a ruse, man. That's the only reason why I invited you on the show. Let me in.
You're hired.
We got a job, boys. I can leave my full-time job and work as an animal specialist on the SKL Underground magazine. Page 42, Paz and Animals. That's me. I'm getting called a wolf simp. Right, it's not a simp because, well, shut up. Okay. Anyway, this is about you, not me. So you can chat. Fuck off. So you have your magazine. You have your Instagram stuff going up. What else do you have going on right now?
As I said, I run PR for Major. I've been doing a lot of work for that the last couple of days, last couple of weeks. Doing I do everything. I'm his photographer, cinematographer. I'm his editor. I'm his. I basically, if you look on his feed right now, about 90% of the posts on there, I either took with my phone or I made.
You're basically like his fucking dad away from home.
Pretty much, yeah.
Cook, clean, bro. He tucks him into bed at night. He reads him a story. Man, yo,
Yeah,
JJ, bro.
I'm his full-time manager and assistant.
What about what do you do for this certain Twitch channel called Paz Streams? What do you do for that?
Never heard of it.
Oh, okay, well, that's the end of today's show.
Yeah, I also moderate this man's Twitch.
You don't just moderate, bro. You do a lot more.
I moderate, edit, manage, basically everything I do for JJ. I also do for Pass.
But also, one of the main things, I'm going to simp a little bit. I was going to leave it to the end, but this man motivates like no other person I've ever had in my entire life, right? Even from the very first time I started streaming, this man was in my DMs chatting so much, trying to motivate me. The days I wouldn't want to stream, he'd be like, "Get your ass on stream now, you idiot!" And then I'd get on stream, and it would be amazing. So this man is the motivator we all need, and this is why he's going to make a good manager in the future, you know. And hopefully shit will blow up for all of us together. You know, we're a team.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
We're a team.
Best scale in the world. Yeah. What else do I do outside of that? Other projects I have coming up. Actually, this is a world exclusive.
Go on.
Okay, so we have plans in possibly June, possibly July, to do a virtual festival as a launch party for our SKL YouTube channel. It'll run over 2 days. It's going to be called the SKL Weekender, and probably going to be about 32 different musicians on. All pre-recorded live.
No, mine are going to be live.
I mean, yours are going to be live, but
yeah. So this sort of thing, like I'm assuming, because we talked about it before the stream and before, like, a couple weeks ago. It's sort of, the way I can picture it, is sort of, it's being run like Glastonbury, right? You got your one stage. Yep. You got your one stage is on Instagram, one stage is on Facebook, one stage is here on twitch.tv/Paz Streams, and they're all going to be going simultaneously on here. Of course, my speciality is interviews, apparently. So I'll be interviewing quite a few of the artists, ones that I'm going to handpick myself. Yeah, because I want to pick out the more interesting ones, you know, the funny ones, the single ones. What? But no, it's going to be run like Glastonbury. It's going to be a really good time. It's going to be brilliant for not just my channel, but the SKL brand, and for the artists that are going to be featured as well. It's going to be really good. Yeah. But talk a little bit more about it. What do you expect?
I don't know what to expect, because it's gonna be very difficult to put together for a start, and I think if we could get a lot of people to promote it, make a lot of noise about it, we could get a good viewership. I know a couple of people on radio that are very interested as well so far.
But Maya Jammer and I, yeah.
Yeah, of course. You know,
give him my number, bro. Yo, we'll cut out the YouTube video, bro. You cut it out. Chat, don't snitch on me, bro.
You're keeping that in. You're keeping that in.
Maya Jammer got backs, man. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. It's a fight out here, and I'm winning.
Something like that, yeah. Something like that.
So I want to go. We'll get back to the business side of things, but right now I want to go into the arts. And obviously, we've talked about it before briefly with JJ, and we've talked about it with Nush. How is COVID affecting your art?
Oh man, it's not even just affected my art; it's affected my job. I can't work because I sing. I sing professionally, and obviously nowhere is open to sing, so I can't work, which is not great. Um, but business side of things, is it's been a bit of a blessing for my business because it's given me a lot of time to focus on what I want to do and sort of put things into effect. Um, but also there's a lot of things that I would like to have done like in person and live, and like for example the festival I would have loved to have booked somewhere and
Oh yeah.
gotten everyone to come through and film it that way. Um, but obviously it's just not possible. Like
No.
it's just not gonna happen. Maybe next year.
Maybe next year. Well, we talked about the negatives, but also your brand was birthed during COVID.
Yeah, exactly,
So
exactly. That's what I mean. I think I don't know whether SKL would have been a thing if it weren't for COVID.
and that's the same as this Twitch channel. It's the same for a
Yeah.
lot of things. Although COVID, right, is a negative thing, we all hate it. Fuck COVID, yeah. All my homies hate COVID.
Mm,
At the same time, the time off from just the world, disconnecting from the world, is sort of it's bred creativity. It's
yeah,
bred these
definitely.
ideas that people are bringing to fruition, like the SKL brand. Twitch.tv/patch streams. Nush got his shit coming out. JJ sat at home. He's spitting into a mic. Do you know what I mean? There's hundreds of
JJ's
things.
sat in the next room.
Don't bring him in here, bro. I don't want to speak to him ever again. He aired me on my
Neither do
last
I.
stream. But yeah, there's a lot of positive things, and that's what we try to focus on is the positive. Although it is
Yeah.
very negative, it's a very dull thing. We're sick of it at this point. It's literally a full year we've been dealing with this shit. But stay positive, keep your head up, and start creating. And you too.
Yeah, do something creative, man.
Absolutely.
Even if you don't do it into a business, it's just fun. Like
Painting,
yeah,
rapping, freaking Twitch streaming, make your own business,
anything.
become a manager. You
Who
can
knows,
do
you may find something that you're really good at, but you didn't know you were good at.
absolutely.
It's the perfect time to learn new skills.
And take this time off from the world now to focus on yourself and focus on what you're good at, and just try find new things. Do you know? So
Straight
that's
up, real and true.
real and true, bro. Real and true. Can I get some real and trues in chat, please? But yeah, so that's COVID. I just wanted to briefly mention it because I sprinkle of reality into it. Do you have? This is going to be a very juicy exclusive for Deep in the Den. Do you have you can't say JJ because that's just a cop out answer. Do you have a favorite artist that this motherfucker just left? Kofi, man.
Yo,
This motherfucker just left the stream.
my shit just disappeared.
Yo, my man didn't want to answer the question. He just dipped. You got nervous, bro. You got nervous. Yeah, so
Is that
anyway,
a
we're
favorite? Nope.
back. Nah, we're back anyway. Do you have a favorite artist that you have not just promoted but worked with, listened to? Like not anyone famous. I mean, like
Yeah, yeah.
and I want to know why.
That's a difficult one.
It is a difficult one, so I asked it.
I mean, I'd I'd say all of the people from Nine Lives.
Nah,
All
no,
the people from
no,
Nine Lives.
no.
No. I'm gonna give you a real answer. I'm gonna give you a real answer. I just wanted to shout out Nine Lives because them man are active always and they're fun to work with. But if I had to say, I'm gonna give you two.
Okay.
One who I've done some promotion work for, and one who I very much want to work with. Both underground artists. Lee Hiss. What an artist! What an artist! We featured him in the last issue of the magazine. He lives in America, I think. So, yeah, somewhere in America. But his music is just on a different level. Like, it's completely different from anything else I've heard.
What sort of music did he make?
You've probably heard it on the playlist. It's
You
probably
probably
played a
have.
couple of times, but it's sort of like indie pop, sort of a bit of rap thrown in there every now and again. It's
Okay.
good, very good music. Actually, I have another two.
This man's just naming everyone he knows.
Pretty much, yeah. Another musician that I've worked with. He was the first guy to do a mic check on the DrSkxl page.
Ben.
No, it wasn't Ben. It was Untold Poet. I've never met the guy. He's a rapper from Essex, but I've been working with him since October last year, something like that. Yeah, we promote each other's stuff and share each other's music, but that guy is so consistent with his promotion and pushing himself as a brand. It's impressive, because I don't think he has a PR team. I think it's just him.
Yeah.
So to be able to put out good music and also be able to push yourself like that is very impressive. And then the last person that I haven't really worked with yet, but I want to, is Tom Orton. Tom Orton, the Bottle Breakers. They're a band from Cardiff. Tom's also a producer. He's produced like half of Cardiff's music. He's worked with everyone, but he's such a nice guy. He's sick, and his music is awesome. I had the pleasure of working with him on stage at a charity gig. Must have been 2 years ago now. That was quite good. But yeah, I definitely want to do some work with him. Yeah, that's my answer.
Right. So he's talking a lot about the DrSkxl brand, and as much as I love the DrSkxl brand, it's a fucking brilliant brand, and you should all go check it out. And you should also follow it. Instagram, Facebook, the magazine, all of it. Twitter, get on it, yeah? Again, in YouTube, the links will be in the description. Don't even worry. So it's easy. For everyone in Twitch chat, yeah? Search it yourself. Stop being lazy. It's like 5 letters, okay? But as much as I love the brand, I want to move away from that in a minute, and I want to talk about you. You as a person, right?
I don't exist as a person.
Shut up. Shut up. I don't speak to all my guests like this, by the way. So if anyone wants to come on the show, I will be nice. I promise. Just telling my guests to shut up. Right. So, although you're now this sort of manager figure, you're this business owner in Kofi Incorporated. Do you know what I mean? You also are musically talented. You sing. I tell you all the time. You can sing. You got the voice of a fucking angel. You know.
Oh.
Shut up. Why? What are you gonna do with that in the future? Are you gonna take that further, or is that just a passion sort of project?
Well, like I said, that's my job. I work as a singer when COVID isn't about. It sounds like COVID is a person. Anyway. I do a bit of rapping. I do a little bit of a rap every now and again. There may or may not be a couple of features from myself coming on maybe on some May J tracks. Maybe
Yo, is this true, dude? Why is this the first time I'm hearing of this? We're supposed to be a team. I've always said since last year, I'm like, when are you going to hop on a track with JJ? And you're like, oh, maybe I will, maybe I won't, you know.
We do have one track out together now over on SoundCloud. Me, Jay, and Alfie, called Yeah the Boys. So check that out.
I've never heard it. I do, you know.
Oh, I see how it is.
Shut up, man.
No,
I don't use SoundCloud.
No, I don't ask for much, but yeah, it's fine.
You ask for fucking too much.
But yeah, potentially some point, maybe next year, you may see a little something from me. Who knows? Who knows?
And maybe we'll have him back on the podcast instead of talking about his business, talking about his music. Who knows?
I might be too big by then. I don't
Yeah,
know.
well, it is what it is. Let's move on briefly. The disrespect in this podcast today is unrelenting, man. You're making me feel sad.
You brought me on your podcast. What did you expect?
Yeah, that was a big mistake. But what about, okay, so let's say you weren't musically talented, you didn't have a business, what would you be doing?
Probably working at Tesco's.
That ain't nothing wrong with Tesco.
No, I know there ain't, but I genuinely don't know what I'd be doing. I did at one point want to become a prison officer.
Right.
I sort of don't know why, but I did.
I was literally about to ask why, but fuck me, I suppose.
I saved you from it, don't worry. Yeah, I applied. I went through the whole process. I got the job. I sent off I had to get a criminal records check from Spain.
And then he was fucked, and then he'd come back, he was like, yeah, you're fucked, you thievery, there was...
No, that was the problem, it didn't come back. I sent my passport off, and it didn't come back.
What? Man, someone in the prison just nicked your passport and is now living as Kofi.
I sent my passport off to Spain because they had to get a Spanish criminal records check, and it just didn't return. So that was the end of me wanting to become a prison officer.
You heard it first. You heard it first. Boris Johnson, if you're listening, Kofi does not have a passport. So if you want to deport him, here's your proof, my friend.
Stop. But yeah, last year I was also training to be a self-defense instructor.
I was going to bring this up. Yeah, Carla.
Yeah, I was giving you a natural progression into it, Paz. God.
This motherfucker, man. Right, Carla, yeah, you mentioned that.
Yeah, I was training to become a self-defense instructor. Last October, September, November, I don't know, sometime around.
It was like last summer, because it was when I first started streaming. You were telling me about it. Yeah.
My cousin started up his own charity, Kala Wales. They teach Kala, which is a Israeli form of self-defense. It's also a combat system. It was invented by Idana Bolnik, who's a former Golani warrior. So he was in the Israeli military, and I think he also did some like protection bodyguard work as well at some point. Yeah, my cousin was trained by him in Israel, came back to Wales, brought it back to Wales, and is now running a charity that is basically to help people who have been victims of knife crime, and also to teach people from the ages of 10 upwards how to defend themselves against knives attacks, gun attacks, just attacks in general. Very, very good stuff. It's, yeah.
So, talking about knife crime, right? This is a very first exclusive that's about to happen on Deep in the Den, right? Kof, I want you to bring up my stream and I want you to look at my camera.
I am looking at your camera.
You are gonna school the chat and me. I have this is a fake prop. I'm gonna come at you, right, with this knife.
What, virtually?
Virtually, I'm going to rob you, okay? This is going to be implanted in the side of your head if you do not defend properly. So, right, I'm going to do this. Can you see? You can see me. So I'm coming
I can see you.
I'm coming at you, right? My knife is in this hand.
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming up and like, give me your fucking money.
Okay, so the first thing you would do is get into this position. This is the first position in Kala.
Then you're dead.
No, and you beg for your life.
Then I'll chef you. I'll be like, why? Give me a hat, bro. Yeah? Chefed. End. You're dead. So what next? Now you're dead on the floor. What?
Now I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead.
Then I proceed to pickpocket you and realise you're broke and you have no money.
Yeah, exactly. I feel sorry for me. You put money in my wallet.
CPA's on road, bro. I'm always on road. Why'd you? I carry around this butter knife.
You're gonna get a DMCA strike for that button.
It's not. Listen. It's a box.
You're fully getting doxed.
It's a box opener, please. It's just a prop, dude. It's plastic. Look. It's plastic. It bends. It doesn't. It's solid metal and would definitely pierce your skull. Right. Sounds a fun little exclusive. A physical lesson on Carl. I hope you're all, if you ever get chefed up, someone runs up you with a weapon. Yeah, you now know how to protect yourself. Just cry like a bitch.
If you do genuinely want to learn Kala, I'll send Paz over the link in the YouTube description.
Bro, they don't need to. You taught them everything they need to know.
Yeah.
That was funny. I am funny, guys. So with Carla now, is this something that you'd want to do in the future with Carla? Because I know obviously now you don't do it because you're in England, you're away from everyone.
I want to continue working with my cousin's charity. I'm gonna organise a couple of fundraiser events for him when we can. We may even make the virtual festival a fundraiser. There'll be a donation link for Cala Wales. He does a lot of good work. Not only does he teach people how to defend themselves, but there's also going to be things in place for people who are victims of knife crime if, say, a relative has been stabbed or if they've been stabbed themselves, where they'll be offered counselling and grieving if it's fatal. There's also plans for a funeral fund to be in place.
That's amazing.
For anyone that sadly passes from a knife crime attack. Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, without getting too sour on the topic, knife crime is a big thing. It's still, even in Cardiff, it's not as big as it is in England, but in Cardiff, yeah, it's still a thing.
Wow, in Splot, I don't know.
Oh, in Splot, bro, you leave this house, you're getting chefed straight away.
Straight on.
Call me Ratatouille, because I'm gonna be chefing. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna be walking out with my plastic prop. Yeah, in my sleeve, like Ezio Auditore a differenza, yeah. But what else would you like to pursue? Like again, we're taking out music, we're taking out this business, we're taking out Carla now because you mentioned it. What else? Obviously, we're taking out the prison. What else would you like to pursue in your life? Right? A better question is, what is your end goal?
Well, my end goal is to have SKL brand be like BBC levels of big.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's the end goal. I want my own record label. I want my own TV stations. I want radio stations. I want it all. But personally, what are my personal goals? I'd say it's going to be a weird one, actually. I would love to get into powerlifting.
Nice.
I want to do powerlifting.
Do you want to be like your boy Paz? Yeah, massive and built, like a fucking steel cannon.
Yeah.
Yo, can you big me up once? Just once on my stream. Just big me up, please. I can power lift.
Oi,
Okay?
now, actually, if you carry on this running, yeah, you're gonna be big and strong.
I am big and strong.
You've been going off with these runs, bro.
I have. But this is not about. It's not about me, guys.
Yeah, you runs.
Bro, I'm trying to run this fucking podcast right now. But what about something I do want to talk, because it's very interesting. You have your own podcast. You have it with
Yeah.
JJ. You have it with Jaya.
Yeah.
Tell me about that, because that is a really interesting concept that you're doing. Very educational as well.
So we run a podcast called The Modern Day Mulattoes. It's available on YouTube and Spotify. I think we have about 8 episodes up. Something like that. There's more coming though. We started it last year during when the world went mad over BLM, essentially.
April, June sort of time.
Yeah.
But April, May, yeah.
Yeah. Me, Jay, and Jay were all sort of on Twitter every day arguing with racists, and Facebook every day arguing with racists, and sharing a lot of stuff. So we decided that we may as well just put our thoughts out.
Yeah. Use the energy creatively, sort of thing.
Use it to educate people and
Absolutely.
give our own personal experience as well. We wanted to do it because we don't think there's a lot of representation for mixed race people. Whenever you see sort of like big news headlines about Black Lives Matter and stuff like that, it's always like a black guy or a black woman, whereas that isn't all that being black is. There's like many different shades.
Yeah.
for want of a better word. So yeah, we all sort of were feeling a type of way and just thought we'd put it down on video for people to be able to watch and hopefully learn a thing or two. We've had quite a few guests on now as well, talking about their experience, and we've gone through things like education, policing, all to do with Black history and
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's
good.
So like from an outsider's perspective, right? They look at you and they're like, "You're just a white boy." Tell me about why you're not just a white boy.
Because I am not.
Well, no, I know, but your father,
Yeah, my dad is mixed race as well. He's half black, half white. Yeah, that sounds about right. He has a Jamaican father and a Welsh mother, and my family growing up, I was constantly surrounded by black people. Like that's in my genes. That's in my family. Everyone on my dad's side is mixed.
Yeah, absolutely.
It would be like a monochrome rainbow if you lined us all up. But yeah, I've had people say, "Oh, you're just a white boy. You're just this. You're just that." People think what they want at the end of the day. I know who I am. I know my history. I know where I come from, which is probably more than a lot of people can say.
Yeah.
Regardless of their race. So, yeah,
Absolutely, it's a good thing that you wear that on your sleeve, and you're proud of it, and you're actually speaking up about these things. Because I know for a fact that if I was in your shoes, right, and I had a black father and a white mother, and I was white, I know for a fact I'd feel still that I couldn't speak up because I've got white skin, sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? So because you're taking your heritage and your culture and you're bringing it forward, even with the potential backlash of, "Oh, you're just a white boy," it's very brave and it's very educational, especially with Jaya and JJ also speaking their thoughts on these topics. It's phenomenal, and I've watched most episodes. And
you haven't watched all episodes?
By most, I mean all 8. Yeah, I've watched them all from start to finish. But yeah, you talk a lot of fucking educational stuff. You talk a lot of sense on there. There are some topics, obviously, that you've talked about that I don't agree with, but that's the same with everything. Do you know what I mean? And it's good. It's good to have that sort of, because you can't just do a podcast and expect everyone to agree.
No, of course not.
Obviously. So that's why very very soon, hopefully, maybe in the future, next couple of months, I will be going on the podcast.
Yes,
but
there is plans. There is plans.
There's plans, but I've put my thoughts forward. I've been invited on there before, but I didn't feel like I had the right to speak about these things. But I do. But I do. So we're going to be beefing for a full hour on run. But no, it is a really good podcast. It's stupidly educational.
Jay, in that episode, it's just going to be me and you having a fist fight.
It's just be me chefing you up with my prop, bros.
With your prop.
If you know what I mean. But yeah, no, it is a really good podcast, and I suggest everyone in chat, if you do want to be educated on these sort of things, and it goes from, you could be educated about white supremacy, mixed race opinions, there's loads of topics that they've brought up and talked about that are actually
plenty more to come as well.
Obviously, plenty more to come because there's still so much to talk about,
Yeah.
But it is really good. I do highly suggest it. It is good. It's good. Even you don't have to sit there and watch it. You have it in the background and you just listen. It's a podcast.
Yeah, it's available on Spotify as well.
Exactly. There we are.
Get it on Spotify.
The MDM
Put it on
podcast.
While you're doing cleaning or whatever.
And get educated. Exactly. If you can sit through my podcast as like an hour of me chatting shit, you can sit through this and get educated. Because mine, you're not getting educated, you're just getting dumber. Like, that's the truth. My viewers are dumb.
I'm deep in the den.
My viewers are dumb. They watch me, dude. But yeah, that is a really good podcast to go. So you don't just have it. So this, because I wanted to bring this up earlier, because you got 9 lives. Is this a reformed of your old team, or is this a separate team?
9 Lives is not an SKL team.
No, not SKL. I forget the name. This is why I tried to not make myself look a dickhead. You had an old team. It was you, JJ, Jaya. What were you called?
Yeah, it's the same team. We just have a new name.
So I was right. I forgot the old name. Okay. Yes, I was right.
We were called Commodity.
That's the one. Yes.
Yeah, we've recently changed that to 9 Lives because I personally hated the name Commodity.
What about cats, bro? What's that's a question. What's the meaning behind 9 Lives?
There's 9 of us.
Right. Again, that's the end of today's stream. So there's no other deeper meaning. Just there's 9 of you.
I don't feel like I'm the best person to explain it. There's you'll find out when you get Jaya on the show.
True, and Jaya will be up soon. Don't even worry about that. We've wanted Jaya on the fucking podcast since the very first episode.
Yeah.
But she's always too busy. She's not. She's not too busy.
Apparently, Morny likes boobs.
Don't we all, fella? Shape, size, I love them all. But yeah. So, what if? This is a question for you. What if a 10th person
joined? It is
joined?
a question for me. Yeah.
Shut up. What if a 10th person joined? Then the name's fucked. Then, isn't it?
You can't join 9 Lives as well, mate. I'm sorry.
Oh, for fuck's sake, man! This is my application, dude. Why are you playing me, man? I can be the diverse one in the group. Do you have any white guys in the group?
Yeah, we do. We have 3.
Fuck! Get them out and let me in.
We have 3.
Fuck's sake! Fuck up. It's Ben's in it. Ben DSP.
Yeah, Ben DSP. Ali from Summer Club's Latino, but what? Lex Lawrence, May J, Nush, Jaya, myself, and Nebula Jones.
Right, that's 8.
And Alfie and LaFons.
There we are, LaFons. I didn't know LaFons was in the group.
Yeah, of course LaFons.
I thought he was a solo dog. He's like a solo.
No
Is this beef? He's laughing, but he's truly shitting his pants.
There may be some music from Mr. LaFon's coming soon.
No shit.
That's all I can say.
We've listened to LaFon's on the show, obviously, because he pops up every now and again. Like, he's on Homer, isn't he?
No, on What You Need.
What You Need. That's who's on Homer.
Lex.
Okay, I thought they were the same people. Like, this is why I am not a member of Nine Lives. That's the only reason, by the way. Okay, before you start.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
Yep, because I don't know the difference between Lex and LaFon's. Absolutely. Right. Are there anything else? Is there anything else going on with you right now? Not much.
No.
What about in your personal life? What are you doing? Well, I know it's COVID. You know, you do what's the business plan? What are you doing to push your business forward besides coming on twitch.tv/pastreams? Hit the follow button.
We're working with. Actually, I set up it's technically just a group chat on Instagram.
Yeah.
It's called the Entertainment Industry Trust, and it's basically a bunch of pages on Instagram, and we all sort of collaborate and help each other out with ideas and help promote each other's stuff. So it's not just us constantly pushing our.
It's just like a networking group.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good. It's been very helpful in a lot of cases. Yeah, it works quite well. Other than that, I just shuffle my shit onto people and try and get them to like and follow.
So far, right? You've been doing this SKL brand. It's like 5 months old. Am I right in saying that? It's about 5 months old.
Yeah.
About that. What is the biggest struggle you've come across so far? Or have you come across a struggle yet, which is like, it's put you close to that? Fuck it, I can't be asked. Sort of that end line.
I haven't come across a struggle like that yet. No, all the struggles that I've had for it have all been just sort of figuring out the business and figuring out how to do certain things. But I haven't had anything where I've come close to quitting.
That makes one of us.
The biggest struggle has been just getting sort of people's interest. Like, I have all of the content, I just need to deliver it to people.
and even if I do say so myself, the content is actually good. Because like I want to say this now, because before this, Kofi made the playlist that Kofi made back when we first started streaming. That was my first taste at underground music, like unknown artist. Because probably like a lot of people in chat, and it's no shade to anyone, because I was the same. If you come up to me and was like, oh, listen to this, it's my friend's music, I'd be like, shut up, I don't care. If it ain't Ed Sheeran and Stormzy, bro, I don't want to listen to it. And I was very much like that. But then Kofi, he injected this shit into my brain, and he put it upon me, and it is some of the best, and I mean this sincerely, some of the best fucking music I've ever heard. Shit like JJ. I know we're mates now, and it might sound biased, but I promise you it's not. JJ's music is fucking phenomenal. You know, Nush got bangers.
By the way, JJ has a new song coming out on February 14th.
Fuck yeah, he does. What's is it To the Moon or just Moon?
The Moon.
The Moon. Right, I was wrong on both.
Brilliant song.
But I haven't listened to it yet because I don't know JJ like that. Do you know what I mean? He doesn't like me very much, so.
I don't like him. It's fine.
we don't like JJ. Yeah, he's a dickhead.
We don't like.
But yeah, like JJ's music. You know, we got Nush's music. We got Lex. This Ben DSP, bro. They all make such fucking bangers, and I would never have known about him if it weren't for this man right here. I wouldn't have. That's fact. Until they become big.
That's the biggest struggle is getting people to sort of come to terms with the fact that this music is actually really good.
Yeah.
It's just not everywhere yet.
That's what I
the
mean.
only difference.
That's the hardest thing because when you first spoke to me, you was like, oh yeah, I got my mate who makes music. I was like, yeah, all right, probably
Yeah,
is shit.
everyone says that.
Yeah, it's probably shit. As being cynical and stuff, but because a lot of people they're comfortable with the top 40 charts, and they're comfortable with Ariana Grande, and Nicki Minaj she's fallen off, but them type of gal. They're comfortable with that, and they don't really want to adventure off into these other avenues. But since
No.
Kofi is, I've found so many different artists like Sam Tompkins, who's like up and coming now. He's got the voice of a god. Honest to God, his music touches me. We got, like I said, we got JJ, we got all 9 Lives, bro. There's so many people now. If you can do anything, it's free. Go on Spotify.
Follow the playlist.
Exclamation point
Please.
playlist. Exclamation point playlist in the chat. I'll do it myself because the moderator is here talking to us right now. Follow the playlist. It's got some absolute bangers on it. And like I said, if it weren't for this man here, I wouldn't have known a single person on this playlist. So that's my little 4 pence. Not a problem.
4 pence? Wow.
Yeah, that's all I can afford, bro. I'm broke out here, bro. I'm a Twitch streamer. What do you mean?
You and me both.
Fuck
I'm
you,
running
bro,
an unsuccessful business.
No, you're running an up-and-coming business.
Yes, that's the right wording.
PMA, positive mental attitude, boys.
Alright, DrSkxl, bye.
Fuck off. Top of the morning to you, laddies. Right. Do you have anything else left to say before we go into chat questions? That's good. Thank you very much.
Tune into all of. I was gonna say something nice, but fuck you know.
I was joking. It's just a prank, dude. Go on.
Tune in to Paz streams on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for some great content, some great laughs, and some great fun.
6 p.m.
Because I'll also be here.
He will be.
Not here. I'll be where you are now.
He'd be over there where you guys are doing the Ace of Hearts, Ace of Hearts in chat, please. But yeah, so we're gonna go over to chat questions now. That is the end of the interview. I want to thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
You've been very insightful. But yeah, if you got any questions in chat, please let them be known. Kofi will be more than welcome to answer them. Make them as stupid as you like, or as professional as you like. Just send them in. How do you deal? Whoa, this one was deep straight off the bat. How do you?
Febo.
Right, we these questions, yeah, some of them we will both answer. Kof, DrSkxl, how do you deal with depression through the lockdown?
Shit. Recently, for the last 3 months, my girlfriend has been my fucking rock.
That's nice for some.
But before that, just this, like, getting out there and doing shit online, like joining in on Paz's stream, running SKL brand, all of that has just kept me sort of sane. Like, it's so easy to just wake up and go, right, I need to do this today. Keeps your head straight, keeps you from not feeling the big sad. Yeah, just find something productive and positive to do, even if it's the smallest thing. Like,
Just staying active. Just staying active.
Just keep your mind occupied.
Yeah,
rather
absolutely.
than just sitting there and stewing.
Absolutely. And on my part, like, obviously we briefly talked about my struggle sort of last year, and the way I've dealt with it recently is, well, I used to be exactly like Kofi. My girlfriend was my rock. She was like my support system. She was everything at the time. Obviously now I don't have one of them. One of them. As if you go to Asda and just cop one. Like, I don't have a girlfriend.
Right.
I just have myself, sort of thing, and that's sort of where.
And me.
Yeah, I just have myself.
And me.
Basically, it's just me, myself, and I.
That's
so
what you need to do. Actually, I changed my answer. Get yourself a Kofi.
get
That's
yourself a
what you should do.
Kofi. Follow his Instagram. But yeah, the way I deal with it is, it sounds very silly. It does. I'm not trying to big myself up or anything, but it does take a lot of balls to do this, and a lot of people won't do it. Talk to people. You know, I've always been very open with my emotions. I've always been very emotionally aware, but I've never really known how much communication can sort of help someone until this past 2 months. You know, I've spoken to absolute strangers. I like, because I deal with panic attacks quite a lot, and like, I didn't have it because I didn't want to bother my friends with sort of things, because I got, you know, people are dealing with their own things. I didn't really want to bother them, so I found this profile page come up once on Instagram. It was a girl, but it weren't like that. And she had something in her profile, and it said, "Happiness is a butterfly." And I read that. I was mid panic attack, mind. So I was like, and I messaged her. I was like, "What does this mean?" Like, because like I love quotes, motivational quotes. I love hearing people's different sides of happiness. Like, what does it mean to them? How did they achieve it, sort of thing. And we got chatting, and she told me like it was this song that she listens to, and then she showed me the song, and then the song really resonated with me, and that made me feel a whole lot better. You know, so if you are going through rough stuff, just message someone. You know, people are becoming more aware nowadays about mental health, which is fucking brilliant. You also do get a lot of people, like one of my old best friends, who they use it for public attraction. You know, we're not saying any names because he's a massive tosser, but but yeah, you do get some evil people out there who use it for their own gain, but it's sort of one of the, hang on.
Lygie.
Someone donated. I didn't know what the fuck it said. I'm sorry. Thank you for the donation. I don't know what it says yet because the notifications aren't on. I do apologise. But yeah. So yeah, you do get people who use it maliciously, but you also get lovely people like Kofi. He's helped me through so much fucking shit. Even when I was in a relationship, you know, he was helping me through stuff all the time. Stream stuff, business stuff. You know, you got to surround yourself with people you can talk to and be open about. If you have friends, right, who you say, "Yo, boys, or girls, I'm not feeling too good today. I'm feeling kind of sad," and they're like, "You pussy," get rid of them. That's no cap. Get rid of them. They're not your friends. They're awful fucking people, right? Your mental health comes first. Please, especially during lockdown, especially during the climate we're in now, you come first. Whether you're in a relationship, whether you're single, whether it's complicated on Facebook, you come first. So please put yourself first. Talk to people. Let it out, man. Right, that was the.
If you need someone to message, you can message me. I'm not the best at emotional support, but I will give you facts and truths.
Don't message me. I'm going through a lot right now. I'll leave a link to Samaritans. Right, Nush comes in with
me. I'll cry.
Nush comes in with, how did you guys meet? Kof, take it away. How did we meet?
By accident.
It was actually by accident, but go on.
It genuinely was. We met in college. I met you. I think you're like one of the first people I met in college, actually.
Me and said prick that we just mentioned. Yeah. Real and true, dude. Yeah, well, Kofi, I remember walking out with my best friend at the time, because I used to smoke cigarettes. Gross.
But, cigarette gang.
Ha, gang. But yeah, I used to smoke. So me and this kid, we come out of a lesson, and there was just this one kid in a leather jacket, looked cool as fuck. Do you know, like in the movies when they were leaned up against the bar like this? That was he's literally doing that. So I didn't have a lighter at the time because I'm an idiot. So I walked up, I was like, "Oh, bro, do you have a lighter?" I was like, "Yeah, of course, bro. Yeah, of course, bro. Here you go." Give me a lighter. We just started chatting, and that's how we met. And then the rest is love.
I thought you were gonna mug me, not gonna lie.
Says the one in a full black outfit, black leather jacket, sat there with his arms crossed, bro. I was probably in some gimpy. I've always dressed like a gimp, yeah, ever since I was the age of 0. I've never dressed good. And you thought I was gonna mug you, bro?
Yeah.
Fucking
Bro,
hell.
2 of you come out. I was on my own. 2 of you come out and just pulled up on me like, "Do you have a lighter?" I was
Yeah, but one looks like a shit Elvis Presley, and the other, me, looks like a Theodore from Alvin and the Chipmunks. You know what I mean? Right.
like, I hadn't been in the UK for that long.
True. So we were like, no English, Espanol.
I was like, English, please. No, thank you.
Moni comes in. Should Paz go bald again? Right. We're gonna completely
Yes.
no. We're gonna delete that question,
Yes.
and you can go suck my ass. No.
300 followers and Paz will go bald again. You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
That's not for me. I'm growing my hair out long. Okay. I'll tell you this right now. Right. When
If you get Paz to partner, you'll go bald.
Right.
Everywhere.
if you get me to everywhere.
Everywhere.
That's a deal. Partner, and I'll go bald. Deal. I'll show proof as well. Onlyfans.com/PazStreams. When I went bald last year, bro, that was like my confidence level went from like king shit, yeah, to peasantry. I looked in the mirror, bro. I saw a fucking egg. I hated being bald. I fucking hated it. I'll never go again.
It was funny though.
It was lockdown. Mia, how'd you say it? Mia. Lockdown is rough. Gotta stay positive. You fucking do. You do. You gotta stay positive no matter what you're doing. Who you guys on about? Tell me. Right, so we're streaming right now, so no.
Maybe later.
Maybe later, bro. Maybe later.
I'll snap you, Pebbles.
Yo, boy. Guess who's back?
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Archer's back!
Archer's back!
We ain't seen Archer in about 4 months. How's Morocco, my man? Archer's back, man. Yo, why use those dead emotes, bro?
Yeah, innit? Why aren't you subbed?
Yo, is Archer not subbed?
Archer's not even subbed.
What a get out my fucking chat. I don't want to. Right, let's ignore him now. Let's ignore him.
Yeah, fucking
Mia says full Brazil. What was it again?
Mia.
Mia, sorry, I've had a beer, right? I don't drink, so I'm a bit waved.
I've had one hot goblin.
No, hang on, this is massive. It's the size of my head.
Sorry, you've had half a hot goblin.
Is this half? Shut up. 500ml. This ain't even a pint. No wait, that is a pint. What's a pint?
A pint is.
I've had half a litre, bro. That's big.
Yeah, sure.
My app isn't
The
updated.
app
I can't
isn't
buy a sub.
updated, can't buy a sub.
Yeah, excuses, bro. I don't want to hear that shit, right? I don't want to hear it.
Big cap.
Any more questions for me or Kofi? You know? Mainly Kofi, though, because he is the guest.
No one wants to hear about you, Paz.
Yeah, this is very true.
Nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Don't speak to me like that ever again.
Temptations movie. Watch it if you haven't. Best movie.
What? So I'll tell you a movie that I did watch the other day, mind. What was it called? The fucking Tenet. Have you seen it?
Never.
Bro, it's the most confusing movie I've ever seen in my fucking life. The concept is time travel, but
Right.
it's fucking confusing because there's two realities, right? There's one that's going backwards. Archer, subscribe to the Prime. Thank you for the Prime, Sugar Plum. Welcome back to the cave. Oh, pack. Welcome back to the pack. Sorry.
Welcome back to the pack.
So there's 2 lines, right? There's one that's going forward. There's the other that goes back. The Tenet, right?
Oh, I heard. It's who's the director? I've heard about this. I heard him explain it. It's like 2 lines like that, and he was like.
Yeah.
At different points. Yeah.
Bro, it blew my fucking mind because I went into it watching. I was thinking it was some fucking Marvel film.
Nolan.
I thought it was a Marvel film. I'm not gonna lie to you. It wasn't. Right? It was absolutely crazy. It is a fucking good film. But the only problem
It was crazy. It's a Christopher Nolan film.
True. But films like that, they're only good when you finish it, because then you get. Because like throughout the whole film, you're like, what the fuck's happening? And then right at the end, they explain, and he's like, oh yeah, I get it. DrSkxl looks like beefcake, and we want a piece. Bro, he's calling you fat, bro.
Rude.
That's fucking rude. Why are you calling him fat, bro? He's been working out. You see him, man. Archer, man, you're chatting bare shit right now up in Morocco, just chatting poo. Are you still in Morocco? Was it Morocco you went?
Yeah, it was Morocco.
Yeah.
Morocco.
Morocco.
Oh, Morocco.
East Istanbul. Wait, no, where's Istanbul?
Not in Morocco.
Yeah, well, basically, my geography's quite bad. What's your favourite colour, Cove?
What's my favourite colour?
Yeah, man. Why?
Good colour.
Fair enough. Voluntary deportation helps the taxes. Bro, if it helps the taxes, bro, then I want that.
What taxes? You don't pay tax.
Oh no, this motherfucker. But if you're skipping on taxes, yeah, I want that graphics card that you offered me last year. I'm still
that money that you said you were going to put into my account.
True, he did say that, didn't he?
He did, didn't he? He did.
What a pagan Ute. Did I say it right? Did I sound like one of the man them? You pagan Ute.
No comment.
You dusty Ute. Me and the boy dem.
Victorian, we could get out.
Right.
Get out.
Get
out. Get him out.
Let's just time him out real quick for 10 minutes.
Good. Yep. Good.
Right. So now that the Tories are out, let's talk red, baby.
Red. Look, red.
I won't lie to you. I don't know how to unban him. How do I untime him out? Untime out. I did it.
Don't worry. I did it.
Right. Yep. I'm not a good streamer. Apparently, that's fine. Well, you did that from your phone. This is why he's the moderator and I'm not. But here's the last question for you, and then we will let you go. Last question for you. What advice? Well, we asked this to all our guests. What advice would you give to someone that wants to get into, wants to start their creative journey like you have done?
Take whatever idea it is that you have and fucking do it.
Fuck yes.
Even if you don't know how, learn how. There's a million tutorials on YouTube. Like, you can literally learn how to do anything.
Bro, I was literally having this conversation at work earlier. YouTube now, it sounds silly, like, just YouTube it. Bro, YouTube can teach you fucking anything. Guitar, piano, cooking, fucking music making, graphics design. It can teach you
all of the above.
Anything. It is crazy. But yeah, I do agree. That is really good advice. Just take if you think into something and you're passionate about it. Yeah, just fucking do it. Absolutely.
Like, there's no point making excuses and waiting around and it's not the right time. I don't know how to do this. No, you're not passionate about it enough. You just do it.
Fucking do it. No said YouTube Academy gang. I don't know what that means.
I think it just means learning on YouTube.
Yeah, well, I didn't learn anywhere apparently. Guys, I've had one beer. I'm absolutely licked. But yeah, I do want to thank you, Kof, for coming on the podcast. This has been a really good episode, actually.
Thank you for having me.
I love these episodes where we talk professional stuff, but we can also have a laugh, and then also talk about the mental health sort of stuff, because that is predominantly what I'm more passionate about, is the mental health side sort of. Don't call me a lightweight, and I'm sat here slurring my words, bro. Fuck off. But yeah, the mental health sort of thing, that's what I'm most interested in. Yeah, because I like to know how brains work, how people deal with certain things. It's very interesting. I thank you for opening up about how you deal with things. It means a lot. It means a lot. Yeah, thank you again for coming on. You've been a great fucking guest, and I'd love to have you on again.
Anytime.
This is a plan that I'll run by you right now. In the future, maybe after Jayers, I want to get JJ and Kofi on at the same time, and I want to sort of do like a back and forth sort of podcast thing. Not like I'm not going to interview him, but it's going to be just we're just going to sit and chat
General
shit.
discussion.
Yeah, we can have some drinks. We can just sit and chat shit, and I think it's going to be good.
That sounds like a good.
It sounds like a fun. Who's JJ? JJ, you know Mayj, man. He's famous, bro. Come on.
Mayj, the dude that plays every time.
Yeah, the dude that literally I play his music at every stream. But yeah, thank you again for coming on. You've been fucking phenomenal.
Thank you.
All his links will be in the description in YouTube. Also, Kofi, you can post as many links as you like, as always, in chat.
I will anyway.
Yeah, of course you fucking will. This is deep. He's gone. He's gone anyway. He just left. He absolutely just fucking left. But yeah, that was Deep in the Den, episode 1 of them. But yeah.